This short film is from 2011, but as this log splitter impressed me so much, I thought it might be of interest to share. This log splitter was the Senior, made by Ryetec, powered by a 6.5 horsepower Petrol Honda engine, giving it a splitting force of around 10 tons. So the one you can see here in the video was the Ryetec Super Senior S1H6. It was powered by a Honda GX200 6.5 horsepower engine, which I think was 200cc. It was rated as heavy domestic or light professional duty cycles. I have to say it wasn't the lightest of garden machines, at around 175 kilograms, but it was on wheels, so this wasn't a big issue really, and most of the weight was low down. So the working principle was using hydraulics. The bottom of the machine had an oil tank which held 14 litres of hydraulic oil for the hydraulic pump and ram. It could exert a splitting force of about 10 tons. I used to chainsaw my logs into fairly small size already, but this log splitter could be adjusted to split up to 105 centimetres in length, I believe, though I used to use it in mostly one position, which worked fine for most jobs. I really love the simplicity and safety of this over swinging an axe in the garden. You simply placed the log onto the pad, swung the arms in and pushed the levers down, and the cutting wedge just followed. Once you let go of the levers, the wedge would rise back up and stop on a chain at the rear. You could adjust the chain length so the wedge would stop where you needed it. We also had the double splitting head, but I think this was more for smaller logs, as it did slow down the machine a little if you tried to use it on large logs. So here the wedge was too low, so basically swing the arms in, push the levers down, and then the slack on the chain drops off. You can then take that chain off, and as you can now see, the wedge has gone right to its fullest height. So now the big log can go on, as so. Swing the arms in, push the levers down, and look at that, it just splits it so nicely. And then back up to the top. That's quite a big log, that one. And again, down, and split. It's definitely got to be safer than an axe. Obviously more expensive though. Talking of cost, as I recall, I think it was about £1,000 second hand this was. The previous owner had trees all around his property, quite a large property, and he had chopped the whole lot down and split them all with this one machine. So it's definitely can work hard. It's a good machine. The machine did spoil me though, because once I had done all the work I needed to do, the machine was then sold on, and if ever I had to split any wood, I really wouldn't want to use an axe after having one of these. I'll add a couple of photos at the end of this video showing the double wedge head and also the label that was on the side of the machine, so you can see exactly which model this particular one was. So here was the accessory wedge. Here's the hydraulic pump on the engine, and here's the manufacturer's label showing you which model I had. So thank you for watching, and hope this was informative for anyone considering one of these.